chemical bond. From this chapter, we will learn the topics radicals, chemical formula, structural formula. Learning outcomes. At the end of this lesson, the students can explain radicals and their valencies, can explain chemical formula of compounds, can explain molecular and structural formula. First of all, the definition of radical. Radical is a bundle of more than one atoms of more than one element which acts as a single ion. Radical is a bundle of more than one atoms of more than one element which acts as a single ion. For example, when zinc reacts with copper sulfate solution, produce zinc sulfate and copper. Here, sulfate or SO4 is a radical which contains more than one element. The elements are sulfur and oxygen. The number of atoms are sulfur is 1 and oxygen is 4. Now, zinc reacts with copper sulfate. When we add zinc dust in copper sulfate solution, zinc replaces the copper atom so that zinc sulfate and copper is produced. The reaction we can write down as zinc plus copper sulfate equal to zinc sulfate plus copper, where sulfate is a radical because sulfate works as a single atom. Sulfate doesn't change in this reaction. Now, formation of ammonium ion. Ammonium ion is a radical. NH4 plus ion, which is a radical. How it forms? First of all, the electron distribution of nitrogen. Nitrogen contains 2 electrons in 2s orbital and 3 electrons in 2px, 2py and 2pz orbital. So we can say outermost energy level of nitrogen contains 1 paired of electron and 3 unpaired electron. So that nitrogen first of all combines with 3 hydrogen atom and produce ammonia molecule. But nitrogen atom contains 1 lone pair electron. For that reason, it also combines with a proton by coordinate covalent bond and then ammonium ion is produced. So ammonium ion is a positive radical because ammonia molecule combines with H plus ion which is positive. The number of total proton is 7 proton, 8 proton, 9 proton, 10 proton and 11 proton. So number of proton is 11 but number of electron is 10. That's why the charge is plus 1. Now charges and balances of radical. Ammonium ion. The formula of ammonium ion is NH4. So the charge is plus 1. The valency of a radical is equal to its charge. So the valency of ammonium ion is also 1. Carbonate, CO3 2 minus. This is called carbonate ion. You know the formula of calcium carbonate or limestone, CaCO3. Calcium is plus 2 and carbonate is minus 2. So the valency of carbonate is minus 2. hydrogen carbonate. When one hydrogen atom combines with carbonate, hydrogen is +1, carbonate is CO3 2 minus. So hydrogen carbonate is HCO3 minus. The charge of hydrogen carbonate is -1 and the valence is 1. Sulfate SO4 2 minus, for example zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, CuSO4, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4. The charge of sulfate ion is SO4 2 minus, -2, valency is 2. Hydrogen sulfate. Sulfate when combines with a hydrogen atom, then hydrogen sulfate is produced. So charge of hydrogen sulfate is -1 and the valence is 1. Sulfite. Sulfate is SO4 2 minus. On the other hand, sulfite is SO3 2 minus. So in sulfite, the charge of sulfite ion is -2 and the valence is 2, as valence is equal to charge of a radical. Nitrate. Nitrate is NO3 minus ion. The charge of nitrate ion is -1. For example, in nitric acid, HNO3. Nitrite ion. Nitrite is NO2 minus, in nitrate NO3 minus, and in nitrite ion the formula is NO2 minus. The charge is -1. For that reason, valency of nitrite is 1. Phosphate. CO4 3 minus. Charge is -3. Valence is 3. Hydroxide. OH minus. For example, sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Charge is -1 and valence is 1. Phosphonium ion, which is a positive radical. There are only two positive radicals, ammonium and phosphonium. Ammonium is +1 and phosphonium is also +1. Now, chemical formula of compound. How will we write down the chemical formula of compounds? First of all, water molecule, we give an example. Water molecules contain two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. The symbol and the number belonging to the atoms are together produce a molecule. Of that, compounds are used to express a compound. So, in water molecule, there are two elements which are hydrogen and oxygen. The numbers of atoms are written in the subscript at right side of its symbol. As water molecule contains two hydrogen atoms, we written 2 as subscript at right side of hydrogen, symbol of hydrogen. This is the formula of water molecule. The system of writing chemical formula, the numbers of atoms there are in an element molecule has to be write in subscript after its symbol. For example, ozone, in ozone molecule there are 3 oxygen atoms. Symbol of oxygen is O. As there is 3 oxygen atoms, so we have to write down 3 at right side of the symbol as subscript. On the other hand, there are some elements which doesn't form a molecule, for example neon. So the formula of neon is Ne and the formula of iron is also Fe. Sometimes a compound's molecule is made of atoms of two different elements. A compound's molecule made of different two elements. If their valence is not divisible by a common number, then the symbol of both elements are written. For example, in aluminium oxide, there are two elements. They are aluminium and oxygen. We know the valency of aluminium is 3 and the valency of oxygen is 2. 3 and 2 doesn't divided by a common number. Then the symbol of elements written side by side. Aluminium oxide contains two elements, aluminium and oxygen. So we write down the symbols side by side, and each is followed by the valency of other. The valency of aluminium is 3, which is followed by oxygen, and valency of oxygen is 2, which is followed by aluminium. Similarly, valency of magnesium is 2 and valency of phosphate PO4 3 minus is 3. So first of all, we need to write down the symbol of magnesium and the formula of phosphate radical. Then the valency of magnesium is followed by phosphate 2 and the valency of phosphate 3, which is followed by magnesium. This is another rules for writing chemical formula. And there are another rules for writing chemical formula. If their valency is divided by a common number, then the symbols of both elements are written. For example, valency of carbon is 4, valency of oxygen is 2. The numbers are divisible by 2. When we divide 4 by 2, then it is equal to 2, and when 2 is divided by 2, then it is equal to 1. First of all, we need to write down the symbol of elements which consist of the molecule. Carbon dioxide contains two elements, carbon and oxygen. So first of all, we write down it. Then the valency of oxygen is 2. When it is divided by 2, it is 1, which is followed by carbon. And when we divide 4, which is valency of carbon, by 2, it is 2, which is followed by oxygen. So the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. Iron sulfate. Valency of iron is 2, valency of sulfate is 2. When we divide it by 2, then it is 1. So Fe1, SO4 is also 1. 1 doesn't need to mention. In sulfur trioxide, the valency of sulfur is 6, but the valency of oxygen is 2. So first of all, we need to write down sulfur and oxygen. When we divide the valency of sulfur by 2, then it is 3, which is followed by oxygen. And when we divide the valency of oxygen by 2, then it is 1, which is followed by sulfur. Now molecular formula. A chemical formula that gives the total number of atoms of each element in each molecule of a substance is called molecular formula. For example, carbon dioxide is CO2, and the formula of Propane is C3H8. These are molecular formula. Structural formula. An expanded molecular formula showing the arrangement within the molecules of atoms and bonds is called a structural formula. For example, this is the structural formula of carbon dioxide, where a carbon atom combines with an oxygen atom by a double bond and another oxygen atom combines with the carbon atom with a double bond. On the other hand, in propane molecule, three carbon atoms attached with each other by a single bond, and the rest bonds of carbon are attached with hydrogen atom with single bond. Have you any question? Double bond and single bond how forms? You know, carbon contains 4 electrons in its outermost energy level. 4 electrons. In methane molecule, CH4, carbon attached with 4 hydrogen atoms. Here cross is electron of hydrogen and dot is for electron of carbon atom. All the bonds are single bonds because in all bonds there is only a pair of electron which comes equally from hydrogen and carbon. On the other hand, in carbon dioxide, carbon have 4 electrons in its outermost energy level. It combines with oxygen. Oxygen atom share 2 electrons with the carbon atom. But oxygen have 6 electrons in its outermost energy level. So there is 2 lone pairs. Similarly, another oxygen atom combines with the carbon atom by sharing 2 electrons. And as oxygen contains 6 electrons in its outermost energy level, so there are 2 lone pairs in oxygen atom. Here is 2 pair of electrons and here is 2 pair of electrons. So in case of carbon dioxide, we have to write down C double bond O, double bond O. This is carbon dioxide molecule where carbon atom combines with 2 oxygen atoms by double bonds. Any other questions?
Sir, coordinate covalent bond. So what do you mean by it?
Oh, coordinate covalent bond is one type of covalent bond where 2 bonding electron comes from one atom. But in covalent bond, electron comes from 2 bonding atom equally. Now, questions for you. Which of the following is a positive radical? Which of the following is a positive radical?
Sir, ammonium.
Ammonium. Ammonium ion is a positive radical, and another positive radical is phosphonium ion. Which is the correct formula of radical? Of a radical. Which is the correct formula of a radical?
Sir, C.
C. C is right answer. What is the name of this radical?
Sulfite.
Sulfite. Third question. Which is the correct formula of iron 3 sulfate? The valency of iron is 3. Which is the formula of iron 3 sulfate? The valency of iron is 3. On the other hand, the valency of sulfate is 2.
Sir, B.
Sir, B.
Sir,
So
B.
that the right option is B, because the valency of iron is followed by sulfate and the valency of sulfate is followed by iron. How many atoms exist in a molecule of ammonium phosphate? First of all, you need to write down the formula of ammonium phosphate. Ammonium is an H4. Phosphate is CO4, which is -3. So the valency of phosphate is 3, which is followed by ammonium. And the valency of ammonium is 1, which is followed by phosphate.
Sir, D number.
Okay, the right option is D. Which of the following is not a compound radical? Compound radical contains more than one element, but here is a radical which is not a compound radical.
Sir, D.
D. D is sulfide. For example, NaCl is sodium chloride, where chlorine Cl minus is called chloride. So when sulfur is S2 minus, then it is called sulfide. Sulfide contains only sulfur element, so it is an elementary radical, not compound radical. That's all. Allah Hafiz.